Hello students, welcome to part 3 of lecture 2, writing a literature review. In this lecture video, we will be talking about what to do after you are done with literature review, what are the common errors made in the literature review, what is plagiarism, and what will be the contents in any research project. So let's begin. After reviewing the literature, you need to summarize what has been done, what has not been done, and what needs to be done. Remember, you are arguing your point of why your study is important. Then you need to pose a formal research question, or you need to state a hypothesis. Be sure that it is clearly linked to your literature review. So what does this slide means? That after you have completed your literature review, it is very important, or you can say crucial, to summarize what you have found, and this will help you basically to argue your point, why your study is important. Then you will also need to pose a formal research question, or you can say statement of hypothesis. By doing this, you will be able to focus your study and make it more targeted. Then all sources cited in the literature review should be listed in the references. To sum, a literature review should include introduction, summary, and critique of journal articles, justification of your research project, and the hypothesis for your research project. The explanation for this slide is, for example, a literature review, should include introduction, summary, and critique of journal articles that are relevant to you, because relevancy is very important to your research project. Okay. Then the sources should be listed in the literature review section of your research project. Your literature review should include justification, for your research project, and the, you can say, hypothesis for your research project. Simple. Then what are the common errors that are made in the literature review? Review isn't logically organized. Review isn't focused on most important facets of the study. Review reads like a series of disjointed summaries. Review does not relate literature to the study. Too few references or outdated references cited. Review does not argue a point. Recent references are omitted. Okay. We can say, to summarize, I can say that, there are many common errors that we made or that occur in the literature review. One is basically lack of logical organization. Your literature review should be organized, around a central idea or theme, but often they are not focused. And then what will happen? This can make your literature review seems like disjointed and difficult to follow as a reader. Another common error is that the literature review, this I already discussed, is not focused, but and this is also very important, that we have already discussed it many times, that your literature review should be focusing on the specific topic, but often it is not, and this will make your review like seems like a collection of unrelated information. Another error is that your literature review does not relate to the study that is being conducted. So it should be clear how the literature reviewed relates to the research question, okay, being studied. Sometimes, however, reviewers, they include references. Maybe they are, these references are not relevant, for example. This is very important. Or you can say, or completely unrelated to the study at hand. What will happen? This can make it difficult for readers, to see the connection, between various types of information. Additionally, you can say that you are using either, few references or the very, very old references that is of not any use. And what will happen once you do these mistakes, then your literature cannot give any evidence or cannot argue any point. And also, one of the common error is that the most recent references have not been used, which again, make your literature review, to be, questionable, and that's what we don't want. Then, review isn't written in author's own words. This is a sort of plagiarism. We will know what is plagiarism, but let me tell you, plagiarism is basically occurs especially in your literature review if you just copy paste entire sections from other sources and you're not citing them, and what will happen, this can be deadly for you, especially as a researcher, and this can lead to serious consequences, and even can damage the reputation for you as a researcher. Okay. Then again, let me just tell you, just let me go over the slide and then I will explain you. First, we need to understand what, is plagiarism and what it includes. Using another writer's words without proper citation, using another writer's ideas without proper citation, citing a source but reproducing the exact word without quotation marks, borrowing the structure of another author's phrases, sentences without giving the source, borrowing all or part of another student's paper, or using paper writing service, or having a friend to write the paper. So let us understand what is plagiarism. You can say it is the act of representing the words, then ideas, and or structures of another author as your, which is ethically not good. What will happen? You can also do it by reproducing the exact words, but you are not using the quotation marks. Again, this is a kind of plagiarism, and it has a serious consequences. Okay, then also this I already told you, writers' words, ideas, and structures, and reproducing the exact word without quotation. Then again, you are borrowing, some phrases, some sentences, or structure from another student's paper, which again falls under the plagiarism. Or you are using the paper writing services, or you are asking your friend to help you to write the paper on your behalf. All this one falls under the plagiarism. Okay. Then if you in this course we have to do a research project. We need to develop our design skills through small project. So what are the contents, standard contents of a project? It includes the chapter 1, includes the introduction part, background, what is your problem statement, and we will be trying to carry or to enhance our design skills, or to polish, or to grip on the design skills using the problem statements from one of the areas like transportation engineering, structural engineering, geotechnical engineering, that we have discussed in the previous lecture. And what are the limitations of your study? Then chapter 2 includes literature review, where you are discussing about what has been done in the study, and what is the existing knowledge, what are the gaps, and what is the future scope, something like that you are discussing in the literature review. And then your design philosophy, basically, which talks about design and analysis method. I hope this lecture video is clear to you. See you in lecture 3. Thank you for your attention.